Good evening, everybody. How are you guys doing today? This is Jacob from the Office Gun Guy, bringing you an unboxing today. Today I'm going to be unboxing, and this is something honestly I am super excited about because I have been waiting for this flashlight to come out literally since the day that I saw the video for SHOT Show. This is the Streamlight Protac 2LX. This is a new light that they just rolled out this year, 2017. I think they just announced it January 2017 at SHOT Show this year. What's new about this light is it's got more lumens than the previous 2L model does. This one's going to rack in at 500 lumens, so I'm really excited about that. But without further ado and much less talking, because that's not what you guys really care about, we'll go ahead and get this box open. Oh, by the way, before I forgot to mention that, today's light is being brought to you from Optics Planet. No, Optics Planet did not send me this light to review. No, I do not get to keep this light for free. I paid full retail for this knife. Optics Planet did do nothing more than provide it for me. But what I will say is that Optics Planet had this knife before anyone else did. Literally since I saw that video, I have been scouring the web trying to find a website that carried this product. Amazon, eBay, neither one of them had it. Streamlight's website, which it's not really the most helpful in helping you find a product. They send you to a lot of different retailers, but sending you to a retailer doesn't really do anything because it means nothing as to whether or not they're actually going to carry what you're looking for. And Streamlight doesn't have their own online website, unfortunately, so I can't just buy it directly from the manufacturer. But Optics Planet was the first one that had it in stock. So I was checking tacticalgear.com. They have them on the website, but the problem with them was that they already said that they were back ordered. So I couldn't actually order one because they didn't actually have one in stock. I don't want to order one and it be on back order. I want one I can order and then it gets shipped to me. Optics Planet had it. The really cool thing about them though is that every major YouTuber, well not every major YouTuber, but there's a lot of major YouTube channels out there that will give you discount codes for Optics Planet. I know James Yeager does some. I know Jordan Winkler does some also. I can't remember which one of theirs I used. One of them had a discount code though, and I used that. Actually they have one on the box here. So if you guys want 5% off your next order and don't follow either one of those channels and like to use this one, you're more than welcome to. BXHTEF. I have no idea what the expiration date on that coupon code is or anything of that nature, but use it while you can. So more power to you. Everyone likes to save money, obviously. But yeah, Optics Planet has been great to work with, honestly. The delivery got a little weird. FedEx was the one that shipped the product, and then USPS was the one that was supposed to deliver it. I was supposed to get the light on Tuesday. I didn't actually get it till Thursday. It got hung up in my city for like 2 days at the very tail end of it there, so I don't know what caused that to happen. But nonetheless, let's get to the unboxing now that we've paid our dues to Optic Planet. Full retail on this knife, by the way, guys, was I think the MSRP was like $84.99, I think, or something like that, but it was on sale for like $65, and then I had the 5% off coupon code, which dropped it down even lower than that. So I think that's the prices. I could be off a little bit. It could have been $75 and then been priced at $60. I don't know. There's something to that effect, though. I'm not really too worried about it. I don't think anyone that really is a super duper flashlight junkie really cares about the pricing. I think we're all willing to pay what we want for it. So got some nice air bubble wrap in here, and then looks like, yeah, it's just paperwork from Optics Planet. Nothing special. Card, DeBoer. 70% savings. I don't know what DeBoer is. I've never actually used them before. If any of you guys know what DeBoer is or have used any of their gear, comment down below. Let me know what's good and what I should buy. Maybe we can do a video on that too. Protac 2LX. So this is exciting. Nothing super spectacular. I mean, in all honesty, it's just a pretty basic cardboard box. It's not like the clamshell that you're going to get whenever you go to like Cabela's or anything like that. Those are a much nicer display, but I think they ship them like these just on the fact of just for shipping. Obviously, they don't need to sell you whenever it's shipping. You already know what you're buying. You're buying the flashlight. You don't really care about the packaging. And I'm pretty sure this is obviously much cheaper. So, well, let me go out the outside of the box. So that way you guys can know exactly what you're going to be unboxing if you do get this kind of box. 500 lumens, 2 hours and 45 minutes, 6800 candela, 1 meter. Yeah, so there's all that. Oh yeah, this is a cr123, and this is the Streamlight 18650 lithium ion. So the 18650 is awesome. I have other Streamlight products that run off of that as well, and that battery is amazing. I don't really like cr123s. They're very expensive, and it seems like you roll through them about as quick as you do toilet paper. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into... Okay, come on out. Here we go. Yeah, there's more stuff coming. Okay. Alright, box is empty. First thing we have, Streamlight Protac 2LX. Paperwork that I won't use because who reads? Not me. Lithium ion warning battery, don't care about that, not really too worried. 2 Streamlight cr123s. I will use these while I have them, and then I'll probably switch out to the 18650, not gonna lie. Now what's important. So first off, we have a nylon holster. Feels pretty nice. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's nylon. So either like nylon or you don't. It's not really in between. It's no SOE holster or anything like that. But I mean, it'll definitely do the job though. If you throw it on a belt, it seems like it'd last for a couple months at least. Get this off. Now this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. So the reason that I wanted to get this light, one was the brightness. The old Protac lights, they were good. They didn't have the highest lumens on the market, and I think everybody knows that. Streamlight makes great stuff. I've used Streamlight stuff for years. When my dad was a cop, he used Streamlight stuff for years, and that was actually how I even got on the Streamlight. So they definitely make great products. There's no arguing that. It's just they didn't make the brightest stuff. 4.7s came out with some lights that were cheaper, that were brighter. Fenix did the same thing. I mean, throw a dart at the wall. There's 1,000 flashlight manufacturers these days, but 500 lumens is right about where I like to be at. I think it's bright, but it's not too bright. I don't want something that's like 1,000 lumens because then your battery runs down super quick. I wanted a flashlight that was about the same diameter all the way through. I don't like flashlights. Like I have a Streamlight Strion that I keep that I keep next to my bedside. It's a great light. I like it in all intents and purposes, but I don't like carrying it because whenever I stick it in my back pocket, the head is so big it's uncomfortable to sit on. This is a lot more even all the way through. It does get a little bit more skinny here, but for the most part, it's about the same. But the reason that I wanted to buy this light more so than the lumens and everything else was that this is like the perfect light for everyday carry. This is something that you could use as a striking device. Previously, you guys remember I've done unboxing videos. Olight S1 Baton. This is a great light. I carry this every single day. Streamlight Protac 1L. I've had this light for a long time too. What started off with this was I bought this one first. I bought the Protac 1L first, carried it for a couple of days. Literally, I had it for a week, and then the S1 Baton came in. The S1 Baton came in, and I pretty much lost my mind. I was so impressed with how light and small this light was that this instantly got tossed to the dresser, and I haven't really used it much since. So that's the reason that I never did a review on the 1L, was because the S1 Baton just kind of took its place. It does everything that I needed to do for it to be a utility light. This thing has been awesome. The reason that I wanted to get an additional light besides the S1 Baton is that the S1 Baton has no striking potential to it. I have big hands, and I could rest it at the bottom, or I could rest it at the top and use it in some sort of jabbing fashion, but it's not really a true light. I can't just pick it up in any way, shape, or form and then use it to strike. Now, could I use it to punch? Absolutely. It'll still keep my hand from collapsing, which is the same, almost essentially the same as like rolled quarters or brass knuckles. You don't have the outside, obviously, it's making it harder, but if your hand can't collapse and you hit somebody, it's a lot harder of a punch. This light is the perfect size for that. I still can get a full grip on it from top to bottom, have parts of it sticking out both ends, and I can use that to do whatever I need to do if it ever came down to it. Also, this will slide in your back pocket, front pocket, whatever you want. It doesn't have that obscenely bulge to it to make it stick out. So that was the major deciding factor in why I wanted to get this light, was because it was the perfect sizing for what I want. The old Protac 2L really didn't have as many lumens. It was like 350. It just wasn't really worth it for me. 500 is where I need to be at. That's exactly what I want. Perfect sizing, perfect lumens, perfect everything that I need. So let's get these batteries cut open. By the way, the knife that I used to do our unboxing today was a Benchmade Mini Barrage. I picked this up a few months ago at Cabela's. It was the display model. The guy told me he'd give me 10% off of it. I bought it. I've been looking at this knife for a long time. It's assisted opening. I absolutely love this knife. I'm not a knife guy by any means, shape, or form. You guys know from my past EDC video, I carried the Kershaw Cryo for a while. I'm not big into knives, but let me tell you, this knife is my one and all. Will never need to buy another pocket knife for EDC carry. I'm completely content and happy with this, and haven't honestly watched a knife review video, anything since I bought it. And I have no intentions of it. I'm completely happy with this knife. My apologies. It's been great. Let's get this one out. Oh, that was not planned. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. No one cares about any of that. All right, so screw the cap off. Got some nice bright red rings there. I always hate whenever they do them in black, because then you can't tell if they're cracking or not. The red contrast, so you can actually look at it in depth and see if your rubber's starting to break down or dry rot or whatever, and you need to replace it and get a new one put in there. So that's nice off the bat. And then the polarity on this, I don't know, and there's no pictures. Well, what are we gonna do? We're going to wing it. All right, screw this down until we see no more red, and we have light, people. Look at that. So, all right, this thing is already set up, from what I just saw, on the high strobe low, or high-low strobe, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. The 10-tap programming is something you kind of got to get used to, honestly. I will take that off, and I won't use any of that. I'll set it to high only, because that's what I'm planning on using it as, is a light that I can use to identify objects with in the night. This isn't going to be like a utility light. I'll still carry the S1 baton in my pocket. If I'm working on my car or something, the S1 baton is what I'm going to. If I'm walking outside at nighttime and I hear a garbage can tip over or something, this is what I'm going to, because I need something that's going to be strong and bright and I light up the night. Let me see here. So first on is, I'm assuming high. Double tap is strobe. 1, 2, 3. And there's our low. So obviously it's got a nice audible click on, click off. It's going to go to high every single time. So you have to do that soft tap where you press it in but don't click it all the way, and then that's how you get it to change through. So if you want to do the low, then you do 1, 2, 3. I'm not good at, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Click it on, it stays on. You want it off, take it off. Turn it off, even if it's on low strobe, whatever you leave it on, turn it off, it's going to go right back to high every single time. So I like that setting, but like I said, I'll change the 10-tap programming out to where it's high only, because then I can use it. The other thing I like about this is the push button on this, because it's got this, it's lowered and it's not completely flat, or it's not like raised above the end of it. I can actually use my thumb and set it on top of it and set it up to where I can't click it no matter how hard I push down on it. So if I set that to where it's only on high, this would be a really good defensive light, because then every single time that I'm jamming on this, it'll light up what I want, but I don't actually have to accidentally worry about clicking it. That's what I liked so much about the 1L, was that I could have that feature to it, but the 1L is terrible for trying to use it defensively. So this is going to be that medium ground that I was talking about. But yeah, I'll change this light out and put it on high only, so that whenever I grab it in a defensive situation, all I have to remember is just not to use a tip. If I can slide up middle ground, which is how I'll practice, I can use it like this, and it is literally, no matter how hard I press down, I cannot get that clicked on there. So guys, I'm really excited to be able to use this light more. I don't work at nighttime anymore. That's the other thing that I changed whenever I got a new job, was that I work first shift now. So I'm not really out in the dark as much as I was. I don't get off at 10 o'clock anymore. I get off at 4:30 now. So I don't really run into darkness as much, but I'm still going to carry this around, and I'll still be able to use it on the weekends and stuff. And I will get back to you guys to let you guys know how I like this light eventually at some point in time. It could be 5 months from now. It could be a year. I have no clue, but I will definitely do my best to make sure that I let you guys know what's going on with it whenever it does get to that time that I feel like I can give you guys an honest review and point of view and take on how I like this light. So again, thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this with me. This is the Streamlight Protac 2LX, available at Optics Planet. Again, I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. They didn't give me the light for free. I got the light on a discount from another YouTube channel. They didn't do me any favors here. I was just really impressed with them, truth be told. They had the light. They had this flashlight before anyone else did, and they shipped it to me, and it got to me, and it's legitimate, and it works, and it turns on. So Optics Planet, definitely huge thumbs up for me, and I'll probably be doing a lot more business through them before. So I love my Amazon, and I'll probably still use that from time to time, but Optics Planet has definitely won me over a little bit. So I'm impressed, and I'm gonna stick with using them for a while. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any tips for me, or if you guys have this flashlight yourselves and you'd like to let me know how you like it, definitely drop that comment too, because I want to see how other people like this, and let me know how you run your flashlight and what you do differently. I'm sure not everybody does the exact same thing with their flashlight like I do mine. So thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe. This is Jacob from the Office Gun Guy signing off. You guys have a great night.